from New York. Oh, New York. Yeah. So good to have you here. I don't mind it. Well, I was watching them like that.
Hey, oh, hey, how are you?
You picked the right place.
Happy birthday, girl.
Linda's Linda.
I gave her a dance.
Hey, how are you? You looking good. God, I haven't seen you in a lifetime. You're looking good. I've been really good. Eating too much.
Not like me.
No, you're looking good.
Drop a few pounds.
She's been working on this. She Linda wanted a party.
Got one.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Ralph! How you doing? Oh, thank you, Ralph. How you guys doing? Oh, my God. I can tell it was a surprise.
I'm so excited that your mom invited me.
She's not too excited.
Oh,
You pulled it off. I mean, she did not expect it. I can't believe it.
she was getting mad.
No, she was wondering why nobody showed up. I mean, why she wasn't meeting
Because
anybody.
nobody called her for her birthday yesterday.
Well, we weren't home.
Oh, I know. You were here.
Yeah. Get up.
I kept thinking, you know,
Yesterday
I
about
didn't even know you were up there. And I was like, if I let it out of there.
Yeah, we had Mom's party here. They did a real good job. It was good. DJ is excellent.
Yeah, wonderful. Hey, Sally! I haven't spent the family. Oh, she's here, Sally.
Yeah, I can meld them together. That'd be wonderful.
He's been working overtime.
Hi, Carmel. Good to see you. You look great. It's about time. You were the first. My whole family hides for me. I think that's how they all. Everybody avoided me. I'm like.
He couldn't come anyway.
She was like, oh, look at Jimmy. You knew that, boy. You knew about this, too. Oh, I'm going to get you doing. Thank you. I knew it was up, but he kept saying,
Okay.
tell me it's not tonight. I mean, I kept nothing.
No, nice, huh?
So much work.
Oh, the Sanchez sisters.
Come on.
I babysat them now. You know, try not to brand anybody.
Hi, beautiful. How you doing? Can you believe it? I said to my mom, I've seen the Sanchez girls more in 1 year than I have in the past 20. Really? I'm good. I love it. How are you? You are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. Look at this. The Sanchez girls.
I can't believe you're here.
Hi, gorgeous. Wow, how are you? Beautiful. Good. Hey, you guys are the best looking girls. The only one we're missing is Olga every time. Bring her a picture or something.
She's building her house. And she wanted to make it down here, but since my dad was very bad, we went into a coma. But he's coming up this coming week on Wednesday. He'll be here. Yeah, in Galapagos. So, but we all had to rush down here, and she's been watching.
Your mom's okay?
Yeah, they'll be down. I just wish they had come down this week.
Oh, I know. Oh, my God. Can you see that reunion?
We'll see.
I don't know. Oh, there she is, by the window, over there. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm just trying to get pictures here, because I never get my brother-in-law in any pictures. Jim, I like this.
Jim?
Yeah, long time no see everybody, right?
Nice lace.
Who are you?
Jim, how do you make it closer and far away? Where's my zoom?
They've been dying to see him, dying to see me.
Yeah, we did good, right?
Okay, show me the zoom.
Right here.
Oh, okay, thank you. Where's Linda?
It's so very nice. Hey, Susie, how you doing, sweetheart? Do you believe I'm 50? No. Your old babysitter? Jim, this is Leo's friend, Sister Sue. And it's her, Lisa, and their brother. I used to babysit her. Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh my
I'm gonna give Jim this camera again.
I know. We're in Delaware now. We've been there, it's 9 years this year. 9.5 years. Yeah, I love it. It's great.
And here's a taste of the appetizers. We haven't eaten yet.
20 minutes from the beach, and it's really very
You know how to pause it?
No.
Just hit this back button here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Hey, that is hilarious. Oh, it's beautiful. Christy Gale is so beautiful.
What's that? Good boss. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh, this is great. And I can do this. Oh, bodies I don't have. I can't believe how long. Are we sitting?
Hey, Nikki. Jimmy and Devin.
Practicing.
Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter.
Funny time.
Wow.
Plenty of time.
You can borrow them, that way you won't get too anxious.
Beautiful. And this is Sarah. How are you? And her two little bushes. And you remember Jenny? You remember Lisa? She just, I mean, look.
All right, we need you to cheer them on, too. Cheer them on. No, the ladies have to pop the balloon. Birthday girl has to finish. All right, give yourself a nice big round of applause. Now, I need you to judge who was our winner. Was it couple number 1? Couple number 2? Couple number 3? All right, you come see me in a little while. I have a little prize for you.
That was great. Janine, have her do a curtsy again.
Number 2.
Michael, go behind me. Okay, thanks. You call her Nikki? Are you Nikki? Is that what they call? Can you give me a curtsy? Can you? Let me see. Oh, that is so beautiful. Thank you.
Nikki Nick. She was so cool yesterday. She goes, she loves Forrest. Isn't he so cute?
Okay, I had to write it down because otherwise I'll forget everything I'm saying. My dear family and friends, first let me thank you all for coming to celebrate Linda's 50th birthday. I don't know which sounds better. Do we say 50 years old or half a century? Linda has brought many memories through the years, which many of you are a part of. Being the oldest of her siblings, Lily, Louis Jr., Lisa, and Lori, it has been quite an experience and very educational raising Linda. I only wish her father, Louis Sr., were here to share this special day with us. As her mother, I have always admired Linda for her intelligence, her energy, and most of all, her laughter. Her laugh is a gift because no matter what problems she had, she never showed it. She is one person to have around when you are in the dumps. Don't get me wrong, when Linda had a problem and was hurting, her character and her beliefs in God pulled her through. Linda was very popular growing up as a child, as a teenager, and as an adult. It's not easy raising 5 children. I was blessed with 4 daughters and 1 son, who unfortunately passed away in 1995. My home was always filled with lots of love and many neighborhood kids who shared many good times with my children. Linda was a happy child, always laughing, playing, running, and very curious. For example, she would ask, what makes a rocking chair rock? How does a plane fly? How does electric work? These were questions from a child of 3 years old. I asked myself, do I have a genius here? Dolls didn't interest her at all. Her dad played a lot with her. He taught her how to fish, how to catch night crawlers, how to play ball, how to punch to defend herself. And believe me, she did plenty of that. He even taught her how to cook white rice. Years go by with many happy and sad changes in life. Many birthdays have been celebrated. Now Linda has reached her teenage years and she is still laughing. Well, while her hormones are going crazy and I'm pulling my hair, trying to keep things in order, the phone rings nonstop, asking for Linda. In the other room, her father is yelling, he is going to rip the phone out of the wall. At the same time, someone is knocking at the door. Is Linda in? If you are wondering where the other kids are, they are upstairs listening to their stereos. There was the time Linda wanted to go to a friend's house. I said, no, tomorrow is school. She got a little impertinent, and as I'm clearing the table after supper, I took a plate and threw it at her. I definitely lost my cool. Linda is an adult now. She had 2 handsome sons, Eric and Louis, from her first marriage. She had a few rough years during her breakup. It seems when things seem so sad and dark, somehow an invisible hand comes along and picks you up. She met her wonderful husband, Jim, and has 3 children, Charlene, Janine, and Jimmy. Her husband, Jim, wanted to celebrate this special day for Linda with her family and friends. Let's give him a hand. Today, Linda is happily married, has 5 grandchildren and 2 more on the way. She has done well in her 50 years. The steps she has taken through her years have opened the door for her so that she can continue her work as a Christian. I love you, Linda, and may God bless you.
My mother, the writer. I'm surprised my sisters aren't roasting me.
You what?
I'm surprised my sisters aren't roasting me.
Yeah, there you go. You get roasted.
Into it.
Uh-oh. Here comes Remy.
Okay. This is about Linda.
Oh, no.
I first met Linda in the late 1960s. As a girl, she was always on the go. You shall remember her as a girl with a smile, a combination of beauty and brain. I gave her a baby shower for her first son, Eric, and made believe she was going to a bar mitzvah party. It was a great surprise when she found out that it was a baby shower for her. It was a beautiful occasion. Anyway, Linda has all the makings of a great lady. Always, she greets you with a $1 million smile. She is alive and eager, a wonderful wife and mother. She is pure in heart and mind. We love you, Linda. Keep up the good work. Good luck.
Oh.
That was good. I remember that day. You got me good that day.
I know.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my.
Are you ready?
My, my,
Are you
my.
ready? Okay.
What is this? Does everybody have a homework?
This is your life.
I know. I feel
I need
like
some
my life
video
is
pictures.
flashing before me.
I'll keep it. Okay. And once I go up, just press this. Hi, my name is Yvonne. I didn't write anything. I'm just going to say it from my heart. In approximately 1958, my parents moved from New Orleans, Louisiana, and we moved to Ellenville, New York. Linda's family apparently didn't live too far. I don't know exactly where. And we became friends. We went to school together. We may have gotten in trouble, I'm not sure. Perhaps we didn't. I think we were angels, actually.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes. We played games, we danced. Linda's parents and my parents became really true friends. Unfortunately, 8 years later, approximately, I'm not too sure on the date, we moved to the Big Apple. I was so heartbroken because Linda was my childhood friend, and her family treated me like I was part of their family. When my parents, my sister, my brother went over, we had so much fun. We danced, we laughed, and the food, oh my goodness, it was just unbelievable. Linda and I did so many things together, and what stands out more than anything else, we played Monopoly. I remember that so well, like it happened yesterday. And guess who won? And guess who had all the money and all the property?
I think that's the last time I won.
Anyway, Linda and I, we did our confirmation together. By the way, I'm still waiting for the copy. Last year, I was here for Mrs. Padilla because I was taught to call the elderly people, as they say, but she wasn't elderly at that time, but this is what my mother taught me. Call elderly people, have respect for them by their last name. Well, last year, I came to Lucy's Sweet 16 birthday party, and I got permission from Mrs. Padilla to call her Lucy. I'm still trying to call you Lucy. Now and then I may slip. Anyway, at that time, it was 40 years that I did not see the Padilla family. And because I moved to Canada, we try to keep in touch now and then. As you well know, everybody's so busy with our lives. And I phoned Lucy one time, and unfortunately it wasn't a pleasant phone call. My mom passed away. And then from then on in, I asked about Linda, what she was doing and how she's doing. And to my surprise, we both ended up doing the same career. Linda became a hairdresser, I became a hairdresser. And I never knew that. So I would say approximately in the 80s, I'm not too sure the date, we started getting in touch with each other. And here we are in the year 2000. And we're not going to make it another 40 years not seeing each other. I'll be back. However, there is a picture that I have here that was taken in Ellenville, New York. Linda and I had, could you please pull it for me? Thank you. Linda and I was dressed up with our Easter outfit. I was 10 years old, and of course you were 2 years younger. My Easter bonnet looked like a beehive with flowers for the bees. Her Easter bonnet looked like a flying saucer. However, I have this picture laminated. I had it laminated, and
Styrofoam jacket.
and you can see Linda had this beautiful jacket on with white gloves, and so did I. I had this really nice jacket, and I mailed it to Linda, and she said to her husband, look, the way they used to dress us. Anyway, I showed this to Richard, and all these years I've had this picture. I sent one to my daughter, my two daughters actually. I sent one to Linda. I kept one myself. I sent one to my sister, and it turned out that Richard noticed. Did you notice in this picture? And I said, no. He said, look it. And I said, what? Linda, she has the crown on her head. It says Crown Jewelers, and there's a crown on her head. So she's the queen. And I've had this for all these years, and I never noticed it. So I'm going to give you this. I'll pass it around. So here we are, 40 years later, at Lucy's sweet 16 birthday party, and we're both dancing. So I have this laminated, and perhaps in 30 years, which we will be around, we can laugh at this picture. Linda, you have been my friend. Excuse me. We've always kept in touch with each other, even though we lost contact for at least 10 to 15 years. I love you like a sister, and no matter how far I am, and I have no plans of moving. I've been in Canada over 30 years, and I will not move. Unless a miracle happens, you never know.
Come to Delaware.
I love you dearly. Your family has welcomed me, and every time I come here, I feel like I'm a child. I feel so much love from your family that I was at Lily's place, and I was sitting down, and Lily went to work, and I sat there just crying. Happiness that I'm back here again. Happy 50th birthday, Linda.
Thank you.
Welcome to the 50s. Linda, I've always admired you. You have made my life. I've always think about you. I was doing dishes last week, and I said, I wonder what Linda's doing now. I have to come here, even if I have to swim. So I took a direct flight, and I told the captain, step on it, so I don't want to be late. I'm going back on Sunday.
We want this thing documented.
So by asking Jim and Linda how we were supposed to get invitations to the following people from Linda's list. David and Carol inquired. That was the whole address I had for them.
Oh, that's from church.
That you didn't get an invitation. Miss Betty Pierre and his wife from church. Pastor Dennis and Kathy Milner. Pastor Bud and Betty Truitt. Ahan and Alon. And Gary McConnell. I have no idea. I asked Jim, I asked the boys. Nobody knew anywhere, so they didn't get invitations. But you did put on your list your husband, your family, your friends, and at the end you put whoever else my sisters and husband think are fun. So we're all here.
Yay! Thank you.
I put together a booklet and asked everyone to send in some kind of story about you. I compiled some of the things they said. Just about everyone said something about Linda's laugh. Somebody said she was the oldest of her siblings. Something about a robbery at the Ellenville National Bank. Church member, Women's Civic Club, the Red Hat Society Queen Mother is Linda. She was the firstborn, therefore loved the longest. She teaches painting classes, intelligent, energetic, million-dollar smile, wonderful wife, mother, and a crazy grandmother. Somebody wrote, return to the trenches and dig deep, and someone else said, welcome to the 50 Club. Our sister, Lori, and Linda's two sons, Eric and Louie, could not be here tonight. Of course, they wish you their best and send lots of love, hugs, and kisses. In their absence, I was asked to read the following highlights from Louie.
Oh, gosh.
She obviously knows who her 5 children are and who her favorite child is. Me. She loved being who she was because she always had a lot of boys and one man around her. Due to the fact that we ate so much as kids, we often had to eat out. This was not a pattern. It was only 6 times a week. She's been through a lot. A miscarriage as a young woman, 12 years of depression, the loss of her father and protector, the only brother she loved, and the most significant situation, the time she almost lost her knight in shining armor to a heart attack. If you try to dim her resolve, she will beat you. And if you mess with her family, she will give you the hammer. And you don't want the hammer. Let me briefly list, this is still from Louie, some personal memories I have of my time with my mother. We have battled each other in a game or two of Scrabble. When I first asked about sex, and you told me more, when I first asked about sex, you told me more than I wanted to know. Don't you think 4 years old was a little too young? How you have sat me down and told me how a woman should be treated. How I stayed up late at night waiting at the top of the stairs or asleep on the couch until you got home so I could give you a good night kiss. When I had a cyst on my tailbone with drainage tube and you had to change my dressing. You would start changing the dressing and then scream, oh, Jimmy, honey, I can't do this. But you did it anyway. Or the time when I came home from middle school because I stated that I was going out with the prettiest girl in school, to which I ignorantly said, she might even be prettier than you. And you replied with a slap and said, there's nobody prettier than your mother. He said, be sorry, but he was in love. And finally, there have been no greater memories than the countless times we have had our infamous long talks. I will never forget our talks, he said. Happy 50th. Jim, give my mom a kiss from me, and I'll be back home soon.
No.
So I want to end this story by saying I love you, Linda, and wish you a wonderful and happy next 50 years of life. From me, your favorite sister, Alexandra, your favorite niece, and Lily and Jackie don't want to talk, and Lori. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Lisa.
All right, Uncle, have you wrote something?
Oh, now you'll find out.
Okay, my uncle has been writing a book for how many years? 7 years about the family. And this is an excerpt from his book, which is right about Linda. It took place in 1954. Back in Astoria, Lucy returned to work while my mom and her sister-in-law, Belisa, took turns babysitting little Linda. One day, for some reason, neither Mom nor Belisa were able to babysit, and I was immediately contacted to fill in for them. I, of course, couldn't refuse, and after making up some excuse at work, I showed up the following morning to spend the day with Linda. I had been told that she hadn't been eating, but once alone with her, I noticed that she seemed to be very sad and withdrawn. Something was obviously troubling her, but what could have happened to make her so sad? Having had my own share of hard times, I was immediately filled with a deep concern for my beautiful little niece, who was not yet 2 years old. After making her some breakfast, I took her in my arms and began talking to her with the deepest of feelings trying to explain to her why she had to eat, and adding at the same time that I loved her very much. To this day, I will never know if she understood anything I was saying, but all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she looked at me with this all-knowing stare and gave me the sweetest, most sincere kiss that I had ever experienced and shall never forget. It was a very moving moment, and best of all, she began eating her breakfast all on her own. I have no idea how it happened, but somehow I must have said or done something that she needed to hear and feel at that moment in her young life. Happy birthday, Linda, and thank you for all the memories from your favorite uncle.
That's your copy, you know.
Oh, thank you. Oh, good. Thank you.
At every table, to win the centerpiece, whoever has the penny under their chair gets the centerpiece. Okay?
I doubt if it's under mine.
We're going to play music and have a good time.
Over.
Wait, I gotta get over. Wait. Let me go down. They're waiting.
Fire on that one.
Fire marshal wouldn't allow it.
Where's Alexander? Where's Nikki? Nikki, come here, Shannon. Give her Nikki.
All right, we need everybody to sing with us. Happy birthday. All right, now you gotta make a wish. And then we're gonna count to three. On three, you blow out the candles and your wish will come true. Okay, I need everybody to help me count. Ready? 1, 2, 3. time we invite friends and family to join them. This is their wedding song, so we invite all friends and family to join them. All right, how about a nice big round of applause? Right now we're going to take you on a little trip to the Caribbean.
What is that? Pina colada.
they're going to show us how the twist was done. Hold on, let's have a little more fun in there. All right, need everybody cheer them on, cheer them on.
Good.
All right, we invite everybody come join us on the dance floor. I want to see you switch it. Where'd you learn how to do that? A nice big round of applause. Right now we're going to do the electric slide, so we need everybody on the dance floor. Well, we need everybody on the dance floor for the electric slide.
I know how to do that one. Right, sit on that for a second.
And that's right, the birthday girl does have to lead.
Oh, look at that.
all our couples to join us on the dance floor.
Watch it, Lee. That gets contagious.
If I could, I would.
All my passion.
To the front. All right, when the music starts, the games begin. Ready? Here we go. Go, go, go.
Where did you come from?
All right, you gotta pass it back, Lucy. Lucy, you gotta pass it. Pass it back. Pass it back.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Pass it to her. All right, spin this way, spin this way. All right, now the other way, the other way. All right, get ready, get ready. All right, feet in the air. Circle to your right, to your right.
Wait. I don't get the middle.
Now circle to your left. Now feet up. Circle right, circle right. Now circle left, circle left. Now everybody stop, feet up. All right, give me some music on the squad. We're going to do one more subsequent dance. Okay? We need you to line up in 5 rows. 5 rows. You're doing good. right, that was warm-up. That was Macarena 95. Now we're going to do Macarena 2000. You're going to do the same thing because you got to kick your feet a little bit like salsa. And kick your feet. And we're going a little faster. Looking good, keep it going. Ready? Go! All right, we're going to give you a chance to check your breath now. Let's slow it down. You guys are fantastic. This time we invite all our couples and friends to the dance floor as we catch our breath. Just like a dream, and we were walking down the toy aisle, and there was a skateboard. So I decided to try it. But I got on it, and I really don't know how to use a skateboard. I got on it, and I kind of like went flying down the aisle, and there was this like folded up ping pong or pool table or something, and I knocked it over the whole thing, and it crashed to the ground. And as it did, the music in the store totally stopped. It was totally silent. But Linda, of course, with her big mouth, was laughing and talking until everybody started running over to make sure I was okay. So, of course, they see the skateboard. I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to tell the guy I was riding on a skateboard in the middle of the store. So I just picked the skateboard up and I said, I think I'll take this one. And then, when we were on our way out of the store, there was Santa Claus was there. I didn't kill you, but was it your birthday? Santa Claus was there, and so I went up. She was going to take a picture with, you know, with me with Santa Claus. And except Santa Claus grabbed me. He grabbed me like there. And I had this like very strange look on my face, and I went to walk away, and again she was hysterical laughing. And anyway, I said, you know, you're supposed to give your heart to other people for Christmas, and you know, share your heart. But I said, I don't think we have the right spot. Anyway, Linda and I had some very, very, very fine memories. And anyway, I just had
have to wish her a very happy birthday and tell you I love you and I think of you a lot.
This is their son, Jimmy.
Yay!
This is their daughter, Janine.
Yay!
This is their granddaughter, Kristen.
Alright, not very good at speaking in public.
Hey! Hector.
Linda, there's been many moments in my life that we have shared together that demonstrates the wonderful person you are. However, the one I'm going to talk about is how you taught me how to dance. It was my 5th grade dance party and I never knew how to dance. So I borrowed the video camera and recorded myself dancing the Soul Train on the TV. Louie and Eric found out and couldn't resist stealing the video while I was in the process of recording. Ran to show the whole world my horrible skills on tape. Well, everybody laughed and made fun of me and I swore never to dance again. Then one day when no one was home, Linda came to me and said, "Hey Jimmy, do you want me to show you how to dance?" Well, I was so excited and we got out there in the middle of the kitchen and we started to dance. After that, I have not been ashamed to dance, even in front of my brothers. Sure taught me how to get my groove on and be confident in what I do. The lessons sure have paid off in the many years that have passed. Thank you, Linda, for showing me the ways of the Puerto Ricans.
We want a demonstration. He came all the way from West
Okay, Linda. When I first started thinking about writing this to you, I was trying to think of one time that I could talk about that really stands out. But as I kept thinking, I realized that the lifetime of events that led up to this moment, and to speak of one would not do justice to all the others. So what I want to say to you is thank you for always being there for me when I needed someone to talk to or cheering me up when I was going through some difficult times in my life. And I especially want to thank you for the things I've learned from you. One, to enjoy life no matter what you're doing. I've always admired your ability to create fun and make lasting memories out of the everyday things of life. The other thing I have learned from you is how great love can be. I have learned so much from the way you have loved my dad over the past 20 years. The two of you are truly one, and I decided in my own life not to settle for less because I've seen true love firsthand. Thank you.
Yay, very nice.
I just also want to say, my sister is not, you know, a public speaker or anything, but she wants you to know that all this comes from her heart, too, and you touched her life in many ways.
Yay.
Thank you, Sean.
Kristen.
Grandma, you're always there for us with open arms and a jar full of cookies. You're always there to take time to hear our stories or encourage one of our special talents. Your smile and laughter are contagious, and you can't be happy when Linda is around. She always makes you laugh.
Yay.
Slow down, baby. Let you know before they engage. I don't. Hey, I'm doing something with you. Fat, cream is little. Can't do it, you check with the name in the middle. I just crush a lot. In the way you shake your booty, I don't want you to stop. You need to come a little closer. And you be quicker under my arms like a dawn is a poster. Please believe you leave with me. We be freaking all night like we was on. You need to trust the guard and jump in the car for a little hard. At the Taj Mahal. Got to do it, got to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have one more speech.
I know my daughter just went out the door. Kristen. Okay, here comes my granddaughter. You know, there is nothing that is more overwhelming than when you see old friends and you think of the years that you have known each other and we're still friends. And that's amazing. I mean, there are people in this room I've been friends with for 45 years, since I was 5 years old. These are my very first friends I ever had in my life over here. The Sanchez family, I'll call Sanchez, they're all married. they all have different names, but they're in the Sanchez family, and there's another one that's missing, Olga. She was my dear friend. She was the older sister. And we roller skated and had pigtails together and had crushes on boys together and all that stuff. And I learned a lot about Spanish food from their house, and they were the only other Spanish family I knew growing up besides our own. So we go way, way back. And then my second friend I had was Yvonne. Yvonne came all the way from Canada to be here today, and I just can't believe it. We used to go to a lot of dances. All of us were at the Spanish dances, and we all learned Spanish dancing first before we learned American. I learned merengue and cha-cha from these girls, and these were my little buddies. They used to have a real good time. We were kids, and it's amazing that we're still friends after all these years, and I love you, and I'm glad you're here. And I just go around the room. Michelle and Ralph were our neighbors when we lived in New Hampton, and Ralph put the what do you call that?
Foundation.
The foundation in our house when we built, and that's how we started meeting them, and his wife came into my salon when I was a hairdresser, and we became instant friends, and our kids were the same age together, and we have a lot of memories together, and this is my shopping buddy. Well, right now we were talking about how we're both ready to unload. Size down. Oh my gosh. And then I have my dear uncle, who I have loved for a very long time, has known me since I was born. And my uncle brought me into the world of flamenco. And growing up, he was a flamenco dancer and had appeared on TV and all that. But, you know, when I grew up, Mom was saying that I didn't like dolls. Well, I didn't like dolls because they were so boring. I grew up listening to flamenco dancers and wild parties. I lived with a bunch of gypsies. So what could dolls possibly offer me? I was dressing up in the old flamenco dresses and the earrings, and that was my dress up. And so it was a different kind of family that I grew up in, but it was a sparkly family. And that made all the difference in my life. And there's always a foundation in your life that has helped you get through the rest of your life. And I'm very, very fortunate. I had my grandmother, my mother, my father, and my uncle. They were always my rock to stand on. And Mommy, I can't thank you enough. I know it would be very nice if Daddy was here. It'd be nice if Junior was here too, but we'll all be together someday again, forever. And my mother, my mother is just the greatest. My mother always put me things special. We always had great birthdays, again. And I was looking through, I was sitting with my granddaughter Sierra the other day. She's 4 years old, and I wanted to show her family pictures. And she was saying, I was showing her who I was as a little girl, and she's going, Nanny, you had a lot of parties. And all my granddaughters, you can tell, they all like parties too. So I'm very fortunate when I hear about other people's childhoods. But anyway, I was very fortunate, and it was always fun, and Mom made it the best, and to this day, she's still the queen of hospitality.
That's right.
Absolutely. I'm a speaker. I speak all over and give seminars, and I use my mom a lot. In all her encouraging ways and her love, and and just that she's been a very, very strong woman. And I really, you really don't know the strength of your parents until you get older. And you've gone through things, but they went through things, and that gives you the strength to go through it. And so she's a very, very strong rock in my life. And I thank you, Mom. I love you.
Hey.
She's beautiful. And Congratulations, 78. My mother's hot. I can't believe he didn't make somebody rich on this cruise. What is wrong with these people? Oh my gosh, Carmela and Mike and Lisa, I'm so glad to see you here too. Michael was our neighbor as we were growing up. And anytime us girls were in trouble, we always got Michael to go beat up somebody. And him and his brothers would come and help us out. Michael was great. Whenever there was something daring to do, we'd go, come on, Michael, you do it, he do it. He didn't care. He was, nobody was the best ice skater in the world than Michael. And we had more parties on lakes with bonfires in the middle. I don't know how we didn't fall through that ice. We used to, I don't know where you found these tires. I don't know where you stole them from, okay? But he always had a tire to burn. He goes, I'll be right back. If we get a little cold, he goes, don't worry, I'll be right back. And he goes get a tire and put it on fire in the middle of Lisa's lake. And Lisa now owns the property. And kept us warm, but he was always watching over us, and he's been a very good, he's been like a cousin to us. Michael's been family, and absolutely, and he was there a great deal when my dad was sick, and he's always there for my mom if she still needs anything, and Michael, I can't thank you enough for that. Thank you. And his brother Wayne was here. I'll tell a story on Wayne. His brother Wayne was real shy, and his mother kept telling him, go out, go to the prom, go do something. He wouldn't do anything. So anyway, I had been to the prom the year before, and she calls me up and she says, Linda, will you take Wayne to the prom? He needs to get out. He's never even had a date. So we went to the prom together. It's really weird. And, but anyway, it was cool. He went with his friends, I went with mine, and then when we knew our parents were showing up, go, okay, I'll meet you in the front. We did the picture thing. It's like, yeah, okay, we did the prom. See. That was fun. And my godmother is here in the green blouse over there. My godmother, Esther, she came all the way from New York, and she was my mother's best friend in high school, and they've been friends all the way through all these years. That's amazing. That's a very rare thing to have long friendships anymore. And here's a whole room of them, and I am just really blessed. I really am. And I love my godmother, too. Been there for me also. Sally and I, when I was 18 years old, I got a job in a bank. The Alamo National Bank, we worked together. And she was there the day I got robbed. Oh my gosh. Well, she was the receptionist, and anyway, it was 3 o'clock, and the bank was just about ready to close. And, you know, just this gonky little 18-year-old kid. And so anyway, everybody went to take their coffee break, and they said, cover, you know, the front in case anybody comes in. I said, okay, you know, it's going to come in 2 minutes to 3. So this elderly man came up to my window, and he didn't, like, look at me. He looked above me. And he was, like, swaying. And he said, give me my money. I said, excuse me. He said, give me all your money. I said, I can't believe I'm being robbed. I can't, so drunk. What am I supposed to do? So I started hitting the alarm. It was a silent alarm. Nothing is happening in the bank, okay? But I'm still on a coffee break. Sally is at the reception desk. So I said to the guy, do you have a bag or do I have to get you? I said, I don't have a bag. I said, I'll be right back. So I went all the way to the back of the bank, and I passed Sally. I go, Sally, I'm being robbed. She goes, oh, you're so funny. And I go past the other secretaries. I'm being robbed. Please stop. I'm being robbed. They don't care. So and their cigarettes and their coffee. I said, I don't believe this place. So I go, I get the bag, and they always had us with marked money, you know, to pull the rubber bands off. So he was so drunk, he would know anyway. Threw about $4,000 in there. Okay, that's enough. So I said, here you go. He goes, thank you. I said, you're welcome. So by then the police had showed up. They were waiting outside the front door. The poor man is older than rocks, okay? And they jumped on him. I thought they were going to kill him. And then the alarms go off, you know, doors are locked down. Now I'm shaking. What had just happened? And then the biggest state troopers, about 6 of them, come in. And I felt like I came up to their knees. They were the biggest people I'd ever seen in my life. And they go, come with us, miss. And they put me at this long table. They're asking me all these questions. I'm like, well, by the end of the whole thing, I told them the story. They were all laughing. And it was in the paper, and my mom has it in a scrapbook. Probably yellow and decrepit. 38 years ago, okay? Well, my mom's got it. It was on the front of the Elmville Journal. Oh, my gosh. We had a lot of good times in the bank. It was a great group of people I worked with. And then I left there and went to go have kids. I said, later for this, I'm done for this. Oh my gosh. And Sonia and Russ, I've known for years too. They own all the laundromats in Middletown. They're very rich. And they travel the whole world. And it's a life we all want. And but I've known Sonia since she was a kid and with boyfriends, and she had a real strict father and he wouldn't let her out and she'd be crying. Oh my gosh. But she's been a dear friend of the family's for a long time. Oh yeah, she's like a cousin too. And Rosie hangs up with her. And they live in Florida now. I can't believe you're here also. Thank you for coming. Oh my goodness. And then I have my handsome husband.
Uh-oh.
This guy with his camera keeps following me around. Oh my gosh. Most people have some real romantic things where they met. We met in a bar. I just got divorced, he got divorced. And so he asked me a question and I just turned on him and said, look, if you're looking for anything, you're not getting it because I'm on my hate man kick. And he said, that's just fine because I'm on my hate woman cook. I said, all right, let's shake on it. And I couldn't see his face. The bar was real dark. Everybody remembers it was the O&W in Middletown, New York. Yeah. Great band. And anyway, so here we were talking for like the first 2 hours, and I couldn't even see his face. And you know, when you don't care, you're saying whatever you want, so you get them lost, you know, so we get lost. So anyway, videos had just come out. And I said, you want to play a video? And what was it called again, Jimmy? Space Invaders.
Space Invaders.
The very first video that ever came out, it's probably in the archives now. It's so old. But I don't know, we were playing some game or somebody made a great hit. And I turned and I said, wow, that was great. And the light from the video went on his face. And I went, oh my God, he's gorgeous. I'm acting like an idiot. And I got real quiet. I don't know what to say anymore. I got all kinds of shy and stuff. But anyway, we went for coffee, and when he said goodnight to me, he said, I'll call you. And we had had such a wonderful time. We were always best friends from the moment we met. And and when he said, I'll call you, I said, you better. And shortly after that, we just knew we were meant to be together. We were both a little scared, but but there's my baby, 21 years, and it's just incredible.
Yay.
I love you, Jimmy. We're putting this party together. You're a good liar. But he's been great. He's been encouraging me my whole life with everything that I've always wanted to do, and I've had some crazy ideas, but he's been right there with me, and it's been wonderful raising 5 beautiful children with you.
Yay.
I couldn't have done it without you. Well, I wouldn't have the other 3 if it wasn't you. I mean, I wouldn't have them, but... but anyway, I just love you and thank you. And you're the best. You're the best. And the rest of my little family in the corner back there is George, my son-in-law, who's married to Charlene, my stepdaughter, my son Jimmy Jr., and my granddaughter Kayla, and where's Kristen? Kristen's over here. This is the oldest granddaughter. She is the one that taught me how to be a grandmother. When I met Jim, I not only took on 3 kids, I took on a grandchild. And I was not ready. I was 29 years old, and I was not ready to be called grandma. And Kristen was about 3 years old. And she was going, Grandma, 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 Grandma. And I said, Kristen, I am a young woman. Call me Phoebe, call me anything you want, but don't call me Grandma. And do you remember what you did? You put your hand on your hip and you pointed at me and you said, you're my grandma and that's what I'm going to call you. I said, okay. She's the one who taught me how to be a good grandma, keep the cookie jar filled. They have strict orders. Okay. And they have just been a delight, both her and Kayla. Kristen is a writer. She was a published writer by the time she was 12. She beat out her grandmother. She was great. She had written a poem, and it was published all over the place. And Kayla is an artist. And I keep thinking a dress designer. She is really into fashion, has a great eye for fashion, and I know she's going to be doing something with it. You see Kayla on label, that's a real thing. And George and Charlene, you are both a delight. Charlene was a young girl when I came into the family, and she's grown into a beautiful woman. She's an excellent mother and wife, and just does her very best for her family. And she's been a wonderful, I'll say daughter. I hate to use stepdaughter. And George as well. George, I'm so glad today, and you met Charlene, and you're a real good provider for the family. We just love George. George and Charlene are the best storytellers in the family. We love to have them over. They are the best. They are so funny. And you can see that George is a good dancer. He's great. He's good for them. This is a wacky family about it. And Jimmy Jr. is our last child out of 5 to be done with college. He just graduated in May. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
The 4-year plan was 5 years, but that's okay.
Right. 6.
Oh, 6 years.
6 years. 5.5, all right.
Yeah, now has a computer degree, and so let's see what happens with Mr. Jimsy, and he is the last of them who are single in the family. And he came from West Virginia. Jimmy, I can't thank you enough for coming too, and you've been a wonderful son to me also. He gave me a great card for my birthday. He made me cry. It was a great card. So thank you. And of course, the little Sanchez family over here. They're great, my oldest friends. We've done a lot together, and last year I went to their parents' 50th wedding anniversary. I had just broken my ankle, and so had to have my leg up in the air for 4 months. And, but I said, I am not missing this party. So Jim was good enough, he drove me up, I came in my wheelchair, and they dragged me out on the dance floor, and we were rocking all over the place. We had a great time, so, and it was so great. I hope that, that you all get a chance to get to see people from your past and remember the good times and all that. When I went into the place where they were helping me, I had to go up steps and all this stuff, and it was icy and snowy, and Lisa's pushing me in wheelchairs and all. And when they opened the door, there was people I had not seen in 35, 40 years. And I felt like I had entered into heaven and had seen people who had passed on that I had loved deeply. And it was the most extraordinary feeling in my life. And so it gave me a glimpse of what it will be like when I enter into heaven, and give me something to look forward to. But that was a beautiful day. We had a great time. And my, this table over here. These are my high school buddies. Tony was my best friend in high school. She's married to Jim. Tony, were you the first one from our class to get married?
Huh? Say that again?
The first one from our class after we graduated to get married?
Who was?
You.
No. I was 24 when I got married.
Oh, no, forget it. I wasn't sure. That's what it was. Okay. I mean, it was me. I don't know. I know it was you. Okay. All right. But Tony and I, we used to have a lot of good times. And yeah.
You taught me a lot. I had to have fun.
We taught each other all the latest dances, and we read True Story together. We were just trying to discover sex, and nobody would tell us anything. And, but anyway, and we read True Story for years, and we used to read it to each other, and we didn't know what was going on. We were like 12, 13. And instead of the word buttocks, we said buttocks. We said that for years. Okay, we just thought we were so hot. That's buttocks. And we got to that part. We were the coolest. What? We're the coolest. Oh my gosh. We had a lot of school dances, and first time I ever ate German food was at Tony's house, and your mother made the best German potato salad. Oh my God. And yeah, they were good people. She just moved back into her parents' home. They had since passed on, so she just moved back in, her and Jim. That's pretty weird going back there, you know? Come visit you, I know. Yeah, I bet.
House. My kids only lived there a short time. The weekend and left.
They said later, this isn't our house. And Joanne, I've known, oh my God, Joanne was one of my dearest friends too, my childhood when I moved to Accord, New York. Joanne, I got a story that I always think of when I think of you. Do you remember when we had we had slingshots? And we said, let's go into the field and go hit the cows. So we go with our little rocks, oh my gosh, with our slingshots, and we are hit that dot on that cow, boom, and we are laughing like crazy, and they're jumping, and so then this one cow decides to start chasing. And we are running and laughing and screaming, and I'm not watching where I'm going, and I landed in a pile of cow poop. I've been flying first. And that big cow that was chasing us and came and stopped, and he just stared at me. And he walked away. Oh my gosh, I remember going to his house, their mother's going, my word! I said, oh my gosh, Mrs. Lane. From head to toe. Poor woman's washing my clothes, and my parents were fighting. Oh my gosh. Well, I saw arrived in 4-H. Mrs. McGuffey and her dog. Oh my gosh, it was unreal, but we had a real good time. And oh my gosh. And Sharon and Tony were in every one of my classes all the way through school. We were always the decorating committee for dancing. We come up with all these weird designs and do all this stuff, and they were always great students, and we had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, indeed, and her husband Mike. Oh my gosh. And let's see, my sister Lisa, where's Lil? Oh, okay, you're hiding over there. I think I have put on you. My sister Lisa is one of the nicest people in the world. She's probably the most balanced person I know. Yeah, you are. She still wears the same size from high school. She's an incredible person. She's an excellent mother. And she has her daughter Alexandra over there. My coolest niece, the genius child. She's into, let's see, she takes drums, she takes dancing. What else? You do everything. Ballet, tap. Oh my gosh, she does everything. When she was trying out for kindergarten, well, you know, when they do the interview for kindergarten, they said, can you count to 10? So she counts to 100. And the teacher said, okay, you know, that's enough. No, she got up to about 70 and she goes, can I stop? I'm tired. So the teacher says, that was very good. So she goes, would you like to hear it in Spanish? 5 years old. And she did it in Spanish. And she goes, would you like to see it in sign language? Oh my God, just give her a graduation degree, okay? The kid knows everything already. My God. Incredible. She's really neat. You're a great person. And her friend Sharon over there. And then my sister Lily. Sure, Lori wasn't here, Lori. And my other two kids, but Lil never likes to be in the spotlight, you know.
Make sure you get her.
My sister is an incredible producer. She's produced a number of shows, has done a great fundraising. And she's great. Keeps Roscoe alive. I don't know what they would do without you up there. And she has 2 great kids. My niece, Jacqueline, is a choreographer. She's in college. She's a beautiful girl. And Chris is saving our country. He's in the Navy now, and he's in Sicily and Greece this week. Right? He's in Greece now. And he told us he can't tell us what he's doing or he would have to kill us. So, like, okay. Lily is great. Her husband Russ was here earlier. Yes, ma'am?
Yeah.
What is this?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. But I love my sisters dearly, and I can't thank them enough, and my mom for putting this all together. This is not an easy thing, finding old friends and bring them all together. Where the heck are these people?
To bring people that, you know, that you knew it. Women get married and they lose their names.
Well,
Don't give up your name. Anyone here that's not married, don't give up your baby. No one will ever find you.
Oh my gosh, you did a great job, Lisa. I can't thank you all enough. This is beautiful, and but anyway, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to thank you all. I'd like to also thank Alberto and Teresa for coming from New York City. Alberto is a famous Spanish guitarist. Did you bring your guitar? No? No? Yes? All right, if you're in the mood, we'd love to hear it. They're amazing people, and they're fun, and they're great, and they become a great part of our family. Very dear friends of Uncle Hector's, and they bring him up from the city. So, anyway, I just love you all, and I didn't want to leave anybody out here. And I know some people had left already, but, you know, they know they're special too. So, come to Delaware. Let's make more new memories together. And keep your sweetness. We don't have enough of that in this world. Keep your integrity.
Thank you.
And we'll just keep making this place a better world, a better place. And Manny, I want to thank you again. You're the best DJ. He does all our parties. Manny is great. Thank you once again. Wasn't sure where that balloon thing was going for a while, okay? Mike was chasing me all over the floor here. Got a little scared. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see you at the next party, whatever that's going to be, okay? Bye, love you all, drive safely, and God bless you all.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you've been listening to South India Manny Christina's Party Productions. We'd like to thank you for coming out, and please drive carefully.
Oh,